this year. Let's look at our players to watch. And welcome back in as Georgetown wins the opening face-off. Hoyas and the Mountain Hawks, of course, played a Class B important. Same thing that came from Coach Cassis. And the Hoyas get that opening face-off win as Dordovic running behind the cage. Coverage comes. Does he take the shot? He does, and he scores. What a start for you as an old lacrosse coach would say, hey, make them do a few other things, and it kind of opens up some opportunities for you.
Exactly. He's a dangerous scorer. We all know that, but being an assist man just makes him all that more dangerous.
Be holding off the double there.
Yeah, I love the aggressiveness on Georgetown. And another clean win by SISSELBERGER.
He's going to go to cage, and he's checked from behind. And that'll be Hoya ball, except for it's taken right back. Great play by Checo. That's something he's been known for as a freshman, making these plays. Hoyas have struggled on the defensive end. And another win for SISSELBERGER. He can really control the game. Now, Kevin Warren did tell us, he said, look, you know, face-off wins are great, but if you get the stop, as McGarren will come in. And this time, Reilly with a face-off win. They'll pop it over to Gtown, and the Hoyas can set up their offense.
Okay. SISSELBERGER near the box that time's coming off. Reilly stayed in hoping that he would stay on the field, but no advantage. Go and stick. Right to his box. Easy to score.
SISSELBERGER will get it. Now has to get to safety. 3 men there.
That's a
loose
great ride.
Ball and picked up by Tomanovic.
That's what you got to do, Jeremy, sometime. You got to swarm the ball. You know, he's a big guy. He's not the
time or one of the other quality teams in the Patriot League, a league that's kind of up and coming when it comes to good lacrosse, which we kind of thought might happen when you bring in a Loyola. And BU has kind of improved their program as well. Army and Navy strong. So, again, some good lacrosse being played there. Also in the Big East, we kind of shorted Villanova last week.
Yeah,
the
7-1.
Wildcats in the top 10 of the nation. And then Marquette with a big win last.
But maybe he might stay on a little bit, try to wear SISSELBERGER down.
This ball here, Reilly picks it up, and SISSELBERGER takes him to the ground. Somehow Reilly holds on.
No call, huh?
And you talk about the physicality of SISSELBERGER. Again, he is a top-flight wrestler. And got a big piece of Reilly, but James kept him at bay as headway on the sideline. He has given some of his guys an earful. And talked about, he, of course, known for his defense, or as a defensive coach, and has prided himself on the defenses he's had, and just doesn't feel like they've been up to the standard of what the Hoyas have put out there the last few years.
All right, you got SISSELBERGER stuck on the field right now. He goes right to the crease, try to pick up a guy. Hoyas are going to be able to sub, but Lehigh's not going to be able to sub here. They're going to try. They're going to have a numbers game, right? Hoyas got a numbers game right now.
Can they take advantage of it? And Reilly's going to get out. Now Lehigh is going to get their full guys on the field.
Yeah, kind of led to him getting a step, Corrigan getting a step on the defender.
Call him their Energizer Bunny as he keeps the energy going. And SISSELBERGER with the win as Tomanovic will hound him, trying to get it loose. And a timeout called by Lehigh.
It's a good timeout.
As Kevin Cassis wants to get his violation on him.
This is not the situation you want a man down face off, because you're just going to pull it out to the wing like he did right there.
Should terrain you with it. Here, I was talking earlier in the week that I remember I was doing a Georgetown baseball game last year when this one was played up in Bethlehem, as now coming up to get that one. What a play by SISSELBERGER. You don't expect the Fogo to get that, but he came and got the hustle play. But Hoyas should have it, except for it almost ends up being an easy goal, and somehow the Hoyas get away with it. Stepping in the crease, but it was right in the stick of Tiernan, couldn't handle it cleanly. Reilly, will he take a shot? He will, he scores! What a turnaround for the Hoyas. Almost give up the easy goal. Instead, the Fogo does it.
You know, the officials right there, Jeremy, that turnover happened and the Hoyas just took off with the ball. A lot of times, you know, they'll slow it down a little bit, but man, he just takes off. Yeah.
Who says I'm a Fogo?
I've never said that.
SISSELBERGER going to take this one off after an extensive possession as
Carson Milbanks too for the Hoyas.
Milburn on for the Hoyas. A violation as Sean Dow out there for Lehigh. We've seen Dow take some face. It's near cage. It's taking ones from back deep. That's what we don't want.
You know, his strength is driving, Jeremy. He's a great shooter on the run.
Reilly almost had that one, and a big play there. No call. And Lehigh eventually comes up with it.
Wow. Jeremy, that was like a cage fight.
I tell you the saving grace, it looked like Danforth Ironman's 8th goal this season. Second today. He, Tiernan, and Sidorsky all with 2 goals for the Mountain Hawks as Reilly will come up with this one.
Yeah, Reilly's staying on the field right now. SISSELBERGER was close to the box. It was easy for him to get off.
Dwardovic leading the way for the Hoyas with 3. Dermott, Krogan, and Reilly all with 1. Dwardovic looking for his 4th.
Got to move it. He's drawn.
The game you're going to have to play against Lehigh, but getting some more of the second line guys out there and putting in big plays.
Well, you know what? And when you do that, you gain confidence with that coaching staff too. You gain confidence with yourself. SISSELBERGER stuck on the field again.
Reilly will take another one, and he scores again. James Reilly puts the Hoyas on top.
That's not what Lehigh wants to happen, Jeremy. I share your enthusiasm on that one, my friend. You know, wins the face, comes down, overhand bouncer.
You know what that's almost like, Earl? That's almost like in football where you have the really good pass-catching fullback who every time he goes out, it looks like he's blocking and he runs a perfect pattern.
Juszczyk.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Or Juszczyk, because you can't tell. You think, is he blocking me? And then he goes and runs a perfect pattern and is a good receiver. That's what Reilly seems to be out there. He's winning, and he's not only shooting, but he's having good shots.
Yeah, yes, he's a great shooter. Carson with the win right there. That helped.
So now Reilly at the dots up against Dow. And violation on Reilly, so Lehigh with a chance to take the lead back.
Towards the pass. Leary was recovering from that double. It was a good job by him. Got to give him credit.
Dow with another face-off win. He'll take it in. Tic-tac-toe and score. Lehigh taking it to the Hoyas as Moulet with his first of the game. Mountain Hawks back up by 2.
Great ball movement. Right there. Started with a face-off win.
Clean win by Dow.
Dow with a clean win, yeah.
Don't expect that from the backup, but boy, he's earning his backup time right now.
I believe this is the last goal we saw, number 9 goal.
Yeah, the previous play. As Dow initiated the last one, and Reilly will come up with this one and somehow keeps it in his cross, but 3 guys come, he still keeps it, and eventually gets it to safety. Here comes Hess. Will Hess take it to cage? He will, and he scores. Dylan Hess. He's a D-midi this year, but he's got the offensive skills, and he makes it a 1-goal game.
You know, Reilly's not going to get an assist on that, obviously, Jeremy, but he assisted that goal. That goal happened because of the hustle, the grit, the determination of James Reilly.
And Hess will play a little bit of air guitar as he goes off to the strains of Freebird.
Well, if you're going to do air guitar, Freebird's the one you're going to do. That or Money for Nothing with Dire Straits. Come on.
All right, now this has been a scramble-type game. SISSELBERGER back out there against Milburn. And he'll get the win. Milburn tries to run him off, can't do it. You know, SISSELBERGER will find a friendly and get himself.
You know, the goalie's going to go down for a bounce shot like that, Jeremy, with the timing of it, but it just hopped over his shoulder.
Win by SISSELBERGER. Lehigh will look to take the lead into the half. SISSELBERGER, will he take it to net? Gets rid of it. Gets tripped up from behind. Timeout will be granted. As Kevin, we saw SISSELBERGER and Pecora kind of having a little conversation.
We're double polling on the faceoff, Jeremy. Halpert and Tomanovic.
And Reilly will pick it up. So the Hoyas have a chance to get the first goal of the second half. Reilly with the win, and give it to Tomanovich, who's out there. Will Willie T take it in? He'll try for the long pole goal, and that is going to be a flag.
Late hit.
Seconds left on the penalty. So Hoyas will have a chance to go again, and eventually Halpert picks it up. He'll take it into net, and he'll score another long pole goal. This time it's Wallace Halpert.
I think the question is who's going to score next for the Hoyas. I think Coach Warren might come in and score one. Maybe Jack Reilly. Jeez. That's just a great play by Wallace.
I'll tell you, this team, they are a skilled squad, and we see it in things like this, Earl, where you got a defenseman who just runs through and scores like it's nothing.
Just tremendous play right there.
Now we got Will Bowen on a wing, and SISSELBERGER will pick this one up, and the Hoyas going to try and get the ball back before the penalty's up. A good job by SISSELBERGER. Will he take it to net? He'll trail off, and now throw it, ends up out of bounds, and that'll be Georgetown ball, though 1 second left on the penalty, and that'll be released now, but the Hoyas with
nobody dropped down to take that second slide.
Ball here, and Reilly eventually picks it up.
He's got a trailer.
And Reilly's already got two today. It won't take this one in, as didn't have the open lane.
Yeah, that's a good decision. You know, you just will.
Again, Dow back out there trying to get the win, and he will. Reilly coming from behind. And thrown away.
Great job by Donaldson.
And Kevin Warren told us, he said, when it comes to the riding, the ride is the attack. It also came into the weekend 7th in Division I in points per game at 5.14. And right now, Kevin Warren, Dylan Hess having a conversation. And we talked about it before. Hess has been an offensive midfielder his entire career, still maybe learning some of the nuances on the defensive end. And SISSELBERGER wins the face-off, and now Lehigh.
Want to get in front of, though.
Yeah, again, a little difference between hockey players and lacrosse players. Hockey players have a lot more padding. Not exactly like I'd want to step in front of a rubber puck anyway, but 46 seconds to go. Reilly and SISSELBERGER out. SISSELBERGER with a big win there to try and blunt the Hoya momentum. Lehigh bench looking for a flag. Coach Cassis throws his hat up in the air. He's trying to pantomime what he wants. The offense can do the rest of the way for the Hoyas with a 3-goal lead coming into the fourth quarter. Back out there, it's Reilly and SISSELBERGER with the win. Will he take it in? He's going to shoot wide of the cage. Stays with Lehigh.
Wow.
Truth in my heart, he would trade all those goals for wins. That's the type of guy he is.
Yeah.
So, again, maybe not scoring as much, but bringing leadership. Again, the guy captained the under-21 team that won gold in Ireland. Again, this is a leader on this squad. They're happy with what he's doing as Godine has his stick hit as he shoots. Still loose. Bundy trying to track it down. Again, it's been a little under-talked about how Dylan Hess basically transitioning over. And I think it was last week talking with High Point, their coaching staff, just saying, you know, you can tell how talented Georgetown is. They're taking, like, guys who were starting for them on offense. Now they're playing defensive midi. Is how good the Hoyas can be as Reilly and a flag comes in as he and SISSELBERGER having a little sumo wrestling match.
The turf, that ball will skip.
Reilly trying for a big face-off win, can't get it, and now the whistle blows. And that's going to be against the Hoyas. Possibly they said Reilly pulled his stick away.
He gave an indication of a push, but okay.
Our old buddy Matt Martucci, of course, calls the St. Joseph's games their hawk, as the hawk won't die. The hawk never dies as he flaps his wings. Mountain Hawk's not dying today, though. Big face-off win there by Reilly. Can he get to safety? He does, and now the Hoyas can eat some clock if they choose. and in front. And what are the Hoyas doing there? That's exactly what you didn't want if you're Kevin Warren. Tried to go to gold. So less than 2 minutes. Lehigh on a 3-0 run.
They're fired up, too. Their bench is fired up. Their fans are fired up.
Again, key in that kind of overzealous last play as SISSELBERGER goes down and somehow tries to get it loose, still can't. And eventually, do we have a possession? We do. Gtown comes out of it. He'll shift it off to Reilly. And now Dordovic